look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game. But look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
2nd and 13. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hauled in by Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Come back! Yellow!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Pacheco with the first and then some. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, hey, tip of the cap for really trying to seize control with an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that 2-point play.
And if anything, partner, really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost. Getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Friday! Cut!
Wilson airing it out to start. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down.
Tempo.
Working quickly here.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Trips right. 14. Start.
Trying again following the sack. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Hey,
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
12. 14. Hey. 12. Green leg.
Wilson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 31-yard play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Got it.
They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
That's just excellent dime coverage. Excellent dime defense right there. Quarterback, he's going to see a defender in coverage no matter where he looks. The end goal is making him force a throw when he shouldn't, and then capitalizing on the mistake with a turnover.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Hey, 57, 50. Right.
Running right is Pacheco. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's Mahomes now. That throw behind his intended target.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He sends this one to the end zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. The Chiefs making the call. They're going for 2 again.
Yellow.
He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 14. We look for signals. Good shot.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This finds Austin complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, here's Russ. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
He can run it, and that's good for a gain of 5. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Hey, alert. Cut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Throw is caught by the back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Got it.
Wilson on 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Cut. 95. Cut.
Russ is cooking again. That throw finds Pickens. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Russ now from the gun. Finds the in route, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Good, guys. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Jalen Watson. 30. He's at the 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Cordero Patterson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Be alert.
After the pick, here's Wilson. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Left hash.
Throwing again is Russ. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Completed here to Pickens. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Wilson now from the gun. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Throwing again, here's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Now Wilson on 3rd and long. It's caught. Warren. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. 4th down, Wilson throwing. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Tempo.
Working quickly here.
Alert.
1st down throw from Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Now a give left side. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Hello.
Throwing is Mahomes. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for 2. Wilson's throwing for it. Escapes out to the left. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now. Forced out to his right. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He fires one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19. Front left, front left. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. Shot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. All right, here we go. Second down.
Easy. Attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And that will not be enough for a first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Chiefs holding a 4-point lead. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco, and he's brought down for a loss. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Trying again with Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
Yellow. Attack!
Mahomes throwing for 2. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Oh, just look away, Brock. Just shield your eyes. The struggle's piling up for them. That's their 4th go at converting for 2. They've yet to succeed on one of them.
Kate?
Yes.
Kate, I'm telling you right now, unless this game's on the line, under no circumstances should they ever go for 2 again. Burn this section of the playbook and start over.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
14, Friday. Fair. Done.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. On first down, it's Wilson. Flushed out of the pocket. Warren's got it, complete. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hello. Hey, 43. Right.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that brings up third down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't but you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. I'm vanilla, baby.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Dustin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40.
Yellow.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. It's a gain of 22. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yellow.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Hauled in by Worthy. And they get this down to the 28. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. On the draw, it's Pacheco. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Reset. Down, go.
Quick to the air. Here's Watson. That's complete. David Njoku. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
This is it.
From the 36. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw, here's Watson. Chubb brings it in. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
You're set.
They've got a man in motion. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
We're set.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Running it after the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it.
We're set.
They have it, 2nd and 4.
Adam, go.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap
Offense up to the line fast.
Alert.
First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Chubb. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Reset.
Chubb trying to run his way in. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They're going for it. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Where's the set? Out.
Trying again following the sack. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Set.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it.
Along the right sideline, there's space. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Set.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working from the gun, Watson. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
15.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it's second down coming up.
Yellow, yellow. 15. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. That's right.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Third down, it's Mahomes. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So that brings up 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing it just before halftime. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs take over after returning it inside the red zone. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Yellow.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with
yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, bitches like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average told me I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gonna hustle like rubber.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Everyone, kill!
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Everyone, kill! Hey, kill! What is it?
On 3rd down, Prescott.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
47. Here we go, 47. What is it?
4th down. Here's Dak. That's taken in to the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment.
Yellow! What's that?
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
43, 15.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah!
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 50. Here we go, going to 54. 1-8.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 1-8. What do you think?
2nd down, Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, going to 54. 1-8. Hey, kill. What do you think?
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Mahomes on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, color.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. A huge play just before the half. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, Ripley.
Here's Mahomes. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This one taken at the 10. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Kill! Yeah!
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Everybody kill!
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Everybody kill! What is it?
On the play fake, Dak. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that fourth down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went.
Now a loose football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
15.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
Here's Mahomes. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now Dowdle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
47.
Prescott now. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wait, take. Wait, take.
They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wait, take.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Here we go, 47. Wait, take.
On play action. Here's Dak. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets 1 block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
2nd and goal.
Fire down these two, fire down these two.
Mahomes back. Oh my goodness, they were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill! What do you think?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. 3rd and 5.
Yeah! Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 47.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
And when they needed to come up with a play the most, Mike, this defense delivers. They desperately needed to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to go pull this one out. Now they come away with a big takeaway, and at the end of this game, they've got a shot.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second down, goal to go. To throw is Mahomes. Off he goes.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain, 2nd down.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. 3rd down coming up.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. Whoa. Just trying to make something happen, and the ball's loose on the field. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.